What's up, everybody? Lake Station Community Advocate back again on the part 2 of transparency. And we're going to kind of walk through this. I got a little bit more I got to walk through, so I don't want to blabble as much. Go check out the Lake Station Strong Towns Collective on Facebook and the Strong Towns Local Strong Conversations on Facebook as well. Check out some of my other TikToks. Maybe you learn something, maybe you don't. Who knows? But I'm going to try to educate and advocate in the same instance. So to kind of go on with part 1 of transparency, this is part 2. And, well, quite frankly, we all know that, well, the numbers don't lie. People do. And I hate to be like that, but we all know that. It's just how it is. And quite frankly, as a resident, as a homeowner, knowledgeable decisions cannot and will not ever be made if things are hidden from residents, the community, and we actually don't know real true conditions of what we can really achieve and what we can have if municipalities are transparent with us. Simple things like doing the math on a small projects, because small projects, because of the restraint, usually needs to be used in like all areas, and otherwise, well, things get pretty quickly out of hand, and instead of being simply maintained, they become upgrades, which is ignorant expenditures, and there's no real planning. And in all reality, only good things can begin when well planning for the long haul, and when everybody's transparent about it, and not putting on the fake facade of immediate immediate showing off. That kind of kills transparency, right? And very simply put, here, don't look at what we have in our financial reports, but here's you a festival, so you don't pay attention to what we're doing with money. And, well, these are the crumbs, and as long as we're giving you crumbs, you're not going to question anything of what we're doing. And most of municipal statements seem to be virtually obscure and kind of in the not know, right? We all kind of expect, which is another aspect here, right? We all kind of expect and assume that municipalities will put together financial budgets to make good decisions and blah, 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 blah. But municipal financial reports and data doesn't work like that. Accounting, it just doesn't work like that. Necessary accounting information is usually buried and excluded or removed, or usually even on purpose. That kind of hurts all of us, period. And that's just what happens with municipal accounting when we don't know what's going on. And a lot of things are usually not actually reported. And what I'm talking about is they may have the immediate expenditures of, well, we need to have this festival and here's why. And we need to mow the grass because here's why. But things like this aren't in the paperwork. Long-term liabilities, the pensions of the municipalities and the workers. Usually, here's something else, is like the other post-employment benefits, and retirements and this, that, and the other. The OPEBs, they're usually not in the paperwork, even though they should be. And usually the only thing that are the current assets or the liabilities that are happening immediately, not the long-term stuff. But who oversees that is actually the Government Accounting Standards Board, okay? The GASB, however you want to put it, right? It's an acronym, GASB, the Government Accounting Standards Board. Now, while many towns say we're being transparent, anybody can walk into our town and look at our books and open our books, and our balance is budgeted and everything's worked out, everything's good to go. A couple questions is, can the average Joe Schmo read them? Can he interpret them? Does he understand that it's clear and concise? Probably not, right? And while many towns say, yeah, our budget is balanced, and while it may follow the Government Accounting Standards Board guidelines, it's not. It may be to their standard. It's not actually balanced. So the community actually needs very clear, very concise, complete, kind of accurate, easy to read and interpretable financial data for all of us in the community. Because, well, we can kind of get things done too. But here's some quotes that I kind of wanted to get the viewers here, my followers, my haters. What's up, my haters? What's happening? These are some quotes that I want people to think. And I try to get you to think as an educator, as a leader, as a coach, as anything that I've ever done as leadership, even just as a simple person sitting on the sidelines, as I am, right? I'm technically not sitting on the sideline because I'm a precinct committeeman here. But these are some quotes that I really want people to think about. A lack of transparency results in distrust and a deep sense of insecurity. Now, I want you to think about what I just said, is right? A lack of transparency results in a distrust and a deep sense of insecurity. Do you trust your municipalities with the money and how things have been going for your community and your schools? Chances are, if you're saying no or like, I don't know, really. I mean, yeah, I hear, but no there. I'd probably start questioning a lot of things as a community member. Here's another one, and it's pretty big in this community. Secrecy is a problem. Transparency is the obvious cure. Robert Sawyer said that, right? And so that's where the resource came from. But secrecy is a problem. Transparency is the obvious cure. And I want to get to that. I may do a very small part 3 on transparency, just to kind of touch on some other aspects of that other realm of transparency within our community. And this has come from Julian Assange. Transparency in government leads to reduced corruption. Now, this silences not just the community members who are worried about what's going on, right? Transparency silences those people. It also shows that, well, our municipalities, our leaders, are confident and know what they're doing. But we kind of don't know that if we can't read, we don't have clear, concise, and complete, easy to read interpreting of accurate financial reports and data within our community, right? But those are some things I want to touch on. I guess I'll make a quick part 3. I'm the Lake Station Community Advocate, just trying to educate people. Here's something else. Go check out the Lake Station Community Strong Towns conversation on Facebook and the Lake Station Strong Conversations. It's there. Go check it out as well. Be an eagle, don't be a crow. Be the change you want to see. Be the change you need and deserve within your community. Demand some transparency in our municipalities about our finances, about our taxes, and in our schools, and some accountability and hold them accountable for their jobs because they're the ones who wanted the job. Well, let's hold their nose to the grindstone. Let's try to get some accountability out of them. A little bit of honesty, a little bit of truth, a little bit of integrity from them. And remember how important transparency is to a community and for a community, and not just now, but mainly for the long run. Stay with me for part 3 because it's going to be a lot different of an animal when we get to it.